Peace, y'all. Jonny Fastlane here. So, Offset and Chris Brown are going at it on IG, and Tyrese puts 50 bands on Tory Lanez' head top. Plus, Nicki Minaj drops a Thotiana freestyle. Let's talk hip-hop. Y'all know by now, right, that 21 Savage has been detained by ICE because apparently he was born in the UK, right? So the internet has blown up, right? The reason why this is like so crazy, so unbelievable, so weird, the reason why some people think it's even funny is because, 21 Savage is an Atlanta Zone 6 goon. Now you're telling me that he was born in the UK? So it's just weird. Like, one thing just definitely doesn't even have to do with the other. That's like having a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with bacon in it or something. You know, like, it's just weird, right? So anyway, Jay-Z is saying that, yeah, him and Rock Nation, they're going to try to help 21 Savage out, which is cool because they did the same thing for Meek Mill and they was able to get Meek Mill out of jail. But this ain't about that, right? So a lot of people are putting up a lot of memes and stuff on Instagram and Twitter. So if you're a regular everyday Joe and you put up a meme, then, that meme is just going to go unnoticed and that's it, right? If you're somebody like Demi Lovato, who is not really part of the culture and really never mentioned 21 Savage before in her life, at least publicly, and then the only time that you mention 21 Savage in your life publicly is when you have something funny to say about his messed up situation, then the internet, they're gonna fry you, and then you have Chris Brown, right? So Chris Brown, 21 Savage is his homeboy. So a lot of times, homeboys, they rag on each other, they joke on each other. So nobody's really faulting Chris Brown for, let's say, putting up a meme. Like, that's what he did, right? So Chris Brown, and I'm sure y'all seen the meme where it's like Man's Not Hot rapping, but it's got like 21 Savage in the background and it's on the beat of like one of 21 Savage's songs, right? So Chris Brown posts up the video and he says, y'all better stop messing with the mans them, right? And then Offset just responds, 4 words. Offset responds and says, memes ain't funny, lame, right? And then of course, Chris Brown responds with like a 4-page paragraph. Alright, so this is what Chris Brown said, right? He goes, fuck you, little boy. Better worry about what you got going on. Focus on you. All that cap on IG is lame. That's what's lame. Your energy wasn't like that when I came to the Drake show in LA. And if you don't get your hip hop, a hip to the hip hop, or you don't stop the rocking face ass out of my comments, sensitive ass nigga. Call me personally. You want some clout when all you gotta do is pull up. No camera, no flexing at all. If you're a real man, fight me. Oh, and one more thing. Suck my dick, all right? So, like, that escalated real quick, right? So that's Chris Brown responding to Offset, right? So it's like, Offset, I know you might not care for anybody who called you a lame, but Chris Brown, Offset said 4 words to the guy, right? And Chris Brown responds with a 4-page letter, right? And it's like, why? So, and told a nigga to suck his dick, which is crazy. Like, lately, a lot of guys been doing this, man, and I'm telling you, man, like, that's not what you want to do. Like, if you from the old school, that's the last thing. Like, you could patch it up with somebody later on. That's the last thing you want to do is tell another nigga to suck your dick. But anyway, the whole point is, right, that why in the hell would Chris Brown respond to Offset like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot, right? But you got to go back. So Chris Brown and Offset, or not really Offset, but Chris Brown and the Migos as a group have been having, beef for a very long time. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, right? But back in the day when Everyday Struggle was Joe Budden, Nadeska, and Academics, they went to California, right, for like the BET Hip Hop Awards. That was the same time that when Academics was like, hey, why they leave you off Bad and Bougie? And then, Takeover was like, do I look like I was let go of Bad and Bougie? And he was like, huh? Do I look like I was let go of Bad and Bougie? Yeah. And then remember, Joe Budden got mad. He dropped the microphone. The Migos jumped up with their blouses on or whatever, acting like they was about to fight somebody, right? So I guess they was on one that night, because that same night, maybe about an hour later, they approached Chris Brown in the parking lot, and they was like running around, and you know, Chris Brown's crew was facing off with the Migos crew, all because of Karrueche, right? So at this time, I think that Quavo was messing with Karrueche. That was like right after Chris Brown had stopped messing with her. And you know how QC is. You know how all those people, Cardi B, Lil Yachty, Lil Baby, and the three Migos, you know how they are. If you got beef with one of them, you got beef with all of them. And in this case, that one person that Chris Brown had beef with was Quavo. So boom, right? So now Quavo and Karrueche were dating. Fast forward a little bit, Nicki Minaj does a song with Quavo, right? And the name of the song is called She's for Keeps, right? And so in the video, they were all hugged up. They were looking real good. They were looking cute together. And I heard that, Karrueche got jealous. So that was around the time that Quavo was still messing with her. Fast forward a little bit more, right? So Nicki Minaj comes out with that song. Remember that song she came out with, Barbie Dreams? And she's like talking about Tekashi wanted Minaj. I said Treyway, curved them and went to Kim and Kanye way, where she was just like talking about like mad different rappers, talking about Odell Beckham, talking about she caught Young Thug trying on dresses and shit, you know. So she in that same song said, somebody better make sure Karrueche okay though. I heard she thought I'm trying to give the coochie to Quavo, right? So that right there kind of solidifies all the rumors and everything that I was thinking, right? And then you fast forward a little bit more. Now Karrueche is with somebody else and Quavo is with Saweetie. But since it's always, if you have beef with one Migo, you have beef with them all. Chris Brown said one thing on Instagram, and you know, Offset really been running around Instagram trying to check everybody. So he did the same thing to Chris Brown, but he didn't go hard. He just said 4 words and called him a lame, right? But Chris Brown still remembers that night, still is keeping that same energy, and just took that as an opportunity to like let off on Offset, you know. I think the whole thing is like real stupid. Really and truly, this is not no rap beef. So this is not like Tory Lanez versus Don Q when they rapping at each other and ha ha ha, you know, who's the best MC. Like, ain't gonna be no diss tracks coming from this kind of beef right here. The only thing is gonna be is when I see you, my crew is gonna try to roll up on your crew. And I don't see like, you know, Quavo or Offset or Chris Brown fighting themselves, but I see like their people's fighting and maybe, you know, just getting into some unnecessary drama. So really and truly, like, these niggas need to cut it out. But Chris Brown was on one, right? So then, of course, Offset responds. Offset is a man of few words, you know what I'm saying? So then he responds on his Insta story and calls Chris Brown a cokehead. Like, you not saying nothing new. Yeah, Chris Brown, all the great R&B singers are cokeheads. If you ain't a cokehead, you don't deserve to be a motherfucking R&B singer. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly better be a cokehead. Luther Vandross had better been a cokehead. Like, every R&B singer better be a cokehead. If you don't sniff coke, you ain't nowhere R&B singer. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So what are you saying right now, Offset? Like, but it seems like Offset is really just trying to take it easy and trying to chill and be a little nonchalant. But, you know, Chris Brown ain't really here for it. Chris Brown want all the smoke. Invited him to his dick and wants to fight him. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comments down below.
Eliminate every type of retaliation.
So Tyrese is funny, man. Look, here's the thing, right? Tory Lanez will bait you. Like, Tory Lanez was out here running around last week, 2 weeks ago, talking about he's the best rapper, right? Baited mad rappers, yo, into a battle. Dream Doll, Don Q, a couple months ago, Joyner Lucas. He even tried to bait J. Cole and all of Dreamville into that shit. But JID was about to drop something, but then he didn't. I guess he like changed his mind, or maybe like, you know, J. Cole told him, nah, don't even worry about that. you got bigger fish to fry, or I ain't trying to be down with no beef or whatever like that. But Tory Lanez is out, and you gotta respect it though. Tory Lanez is out here and he wants to be the best, right? So maybe like 2 days ago, Tyrese, he's just like on Instagram putting up like little clips of new music. He's like, yeah, I found the vibe. You know, Tyrese is funny too, man. Like, Tyrese is mad funny, right? So, you know, Tory Lanez responds to it and he's like, yo, that ain't it, bruh. And he's like, you about to be under investigation. But basically just saying like, that ain't it, bro. You know, like that song is not all that, you know. And then every single post since then that Tyrese put out, he's like, yo, I got 50K on it. He tried to bet $50,000 talking about who's going to come out with the best R&B album. He said no diss tracks, you know what I'm saying? Not who can come out with the best R&B song. I'm going to drop an album and you drop an album. And based on who has the better album, right? You get 50K or I get 50K, right? I'll pay you, you pay me, right? I mean, and that's kind of dope. I mean, it's good promotion for Tyrese's album. It's good promotion to get like young dudes to like really get into Tyrese. Tyrese is a legend out here in these R&B streets though, you know what I'm saying? And then Tory Lanez is definitely representing the youngins, you know what I'm saying? So like he's got that on lock too. It'll be tough, man, and it, you know, Tory Lanez is really good at like sounding like other people and like really good. He's like a chameleon when it comes to music. So, you know, they have two completely different styles, but I'm pretty sure that Tory Lanez could probably get into like his 90s, early 2000s like ballad R&B bag, you know. And then, you know, Tyrese, the thing is that if Tyrese come out trying to sound like all new and popular and sing like on a, maybe like a up-tempo beat or like sing on a trap beat, it ain't gonna sound too good. I mean, like Tyrese gotta really stay in his bag and like really get that R&B like shit going. But, you know, we'll see. Now, this right here is a good beef. This is a funny beef. This is a fun beef, you know, and I think that Tory Lanez, like, that's all he want to do. He just wants to stick to the music and let people know like he's the best in music. Tory Lanez trying to be the best rapper and the best R&B singer out here. He said it. He said in a couple years I'm gonna be the biggest artist in the world, and he ain't about no bullshit, man. He's on his way to try to prove that, and I'm here for it because this shit is entertaining as hell, yo. Let me know what y'all think in the comments down below.
They shut down East St. Loriana. I don't want you on my page, Blockiana. Flow tailor-made like Tiana. They copying my style, Copiana. Roger that, over. Copiana. Benny Hanna to Katana. Bitch, I've been a Donna. He screaming my government. On Nicotanya. You look like Nicki now. Still you Takiana. To keep it 100, bitch, you Wakiana.
You look like Nicki now. Still you Takiana. To keep it 100, bitch, you Wakiana. Like, yo, Nicki is nice, yo. That's the whole thing, right? So she writes her own bars, right? She's a dope ass freestyler. She got good songs. She got hits. Like, Nicki is up there, right? And she should be up there. She's a legend in this hip hop game, and she's a dope ass female MC, and like nobody could say that she's not, right? But y'all know that Nicki Minaj is petty as hell, right? Because the only reason why she dropped this is because yesterday Blueface said that he was coming out with the Thotiana remix, the official remix. And he said that Cardi B was gonna be on the remix. Of course, Nicki Minaj is gonna drop her verse on the Thotiana as a freestyle because she's not on the official remix, to let people know this is nobody. I'm sure that Nicki hasn't even heard Cardi's verse because Cardi's verse was still being recorded when Nicki dropped this, right? Nicki dropped this yesterday and Cardi was in the studio yesterday recording her verse, right? So maybe Cardi gonna go back in there and write some subs or whatever, or have her writer write some subs or whatever. But it's crazy because Nicki's letting y'all know that no matter what Cardi B comes out with on this beat, I killed it. I murked it. I rolled the beat better than her. And yeah, you know, Nicki is talented and way better than Cardi B as a rapper. But Cardi B is such a great entertainer. Cardi B's story is like so dope. The way that she came up from like being a stripper, the odds was against her. She was like just some ratchet chick on Instagram, and she made it through like all of this. You know, like we watch Cardi B's dreams come true. And anybody who has that rags to riches, that success story, you know, you gotta love it and you can relate to it a lot, you know? Nicki Minaj is super talented, but really can't relate to a lot of people, just the regular Joe Schmo, you know? And so that's why Cardi B has all that success. Plus, Cardi B looks mad good, you know? It's funny. This whole situation is funny, man, because Nicki Minaj is not leaving that girl alone. Cardi B said, chill with the beef and get some chicken instead. You know what I'm saying? But Nicki Minaj ain't gonna leave it alone. They do need to fight. But the thing is that Cardi B ran down on the bitch. She almost pissed on the leg. You know what I'm saying? Cardi B will run down on Nicki, but Nicki don't want to fight. You know what I'm saying? She's just gonna keep throwing shots at her on the track. But whatever, yo. Is Nicki Minaj petty for this? And Chris Brown and Offset need to cut it out, right? Plus, who's gonna have the better R&B album? Tyrese or Tory Lanez? Y'all know what to do. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Follow me at Jonny Fastlane on everything. Instagram, Twitter, and y'all know what to do. Peace.